Mignogna.
Good morning, Allie.
Good morning.
Allie's just waking up, I think, but she's doing a great job.
So Vic here is an actor, director, producer, musician. Vic, is there anything you haven't done?
I never hang glided. I always thought that would be fun. Have you ever hang glided?
No, I haven't. I'm terrified of this.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool, but that's it. I think I haven't done that. I think that's the first thing that comes to mind. But I'm just one of those people that loves to do just about anything creative. Whether I'm good at it or not is not important, as long as I get to do it. So whether it's writing or acting or painting or singing or playing an instrument or sculpting or drawing or whatever, I just enjoy creative endeavors.
Very nice. Is there, of all the voice acting jobs you've ever had, is there a favorite character?
You know, for a long time I refused to answer that question, Ellie. I was like, oh, I don't want to offend any of the fans, you know, because usually when a fan comes up and says, what's your favorite character? They've got one in the back of their mind. They're hoping you're going to say their character, right? And if you don't, they're like, stupid Vic, he didn't say my character. So I always used to be very diplomatic, and I was like, oh no, I love all of my characters. They're like my children. But after we finished Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I realized that I'd been playing Edward Elric a long time, and he's such a great character, and that series is so amazing. I basically had to give in. You know, I caved. And I said, you know, Ed's my favorite character, I'd have to say. But then I have to qualify that and say a very close second place is Tamaki Suo from Ouran High School Host Club. I don't know if you've seen that, Allie. Rush home after you get a little more sleep and watch Ouran High School Host Club. It's a lot of fun.
Very nice. We'll move on to your musical endeavors. What was the inspiration for Soldier A? What does it mean to you?
Well, I've been writing and producing music twice as long as I've been voice acting. And for the longest time, those two endeavors never overlapped. I did the voice acting work and I did music work. I'd write songs and I'd produce records for other people, some for myself. I wrote jingles for ad agencies for a long time in Houston, Texas. And early on when I started voice acting, I noticed that there were always these characters that they would ask you to play that they weren't even important enough to have a name. They yelled and then they died, basically. You know, man on bench, Soldier A, bystander B. And whenever you finished the character that you were playing, the named character, the director would ask you to fill in a couple of holes here and there. And it would literally be something like, ah! It was that, look out! Dumb little, just nothing. And everybody does it. I mean, every voice actor does those kind of things. So I thought it would be funny to write a song in honor, to pay tribute to Soldier A and all of those unnamed incidental characters that we all end up doing. So I wrote this song with a couple of other voice actor friends and put it together, and it's on one of my CDs called Metafiction, and the fans really enjoy it. I actually do live concerts at conventions, and I do that song live, and I bring fans up on the stage to perform it live with me. And some fans even made a really, really great video, original animated video to the song, and I'm sure it's online somewhere, but that song seems to have taken on a life of its own. Fans will come to conventions cosplaying as Soldier A. They'll be in like full fatigues, and they'll have like a Soldier A on their uniform. So it's really been fun to see how the fans have responded to that.
That is awesome. Now, we are a tattoo magazine, so I do have to ask you a requisite question, but do you have any tattoos?
Well, I have no tattoos. I briefly toyed with the idea of getting a Star Trek tattoo, but I bailed out. I got afraid. I don't have any. I don't. You must have a lot.
I've only got one.
Okay, let's switch positions. Tell me, Allie. Thanks for joining us today. You know we're a tattoo magazine, so I'm curious. Do you have any tattoos?
I do have one.
Fascinating. Where is it?
I can't show it on camera.
Well, let's turn the camera off. She can show me personally, and I'll report back. So what is it? What is the tattoo?
It is a combination of the musical G clef and the flame on the chakra for passion.
What? That's so awesome!
To sort of like, it's my two passions.
The musical G clef, you mean like the treble clef?
Yes, the treble clef.
I love it. Wow.
Yeah.
I think she's meaning to say that she's treble. Not treble, see? She's getting close. She wants to tell you she's trouble, but that wouldn't make any sense. So she makes a treble clef tattoo. Yeah. I see where she's going.
Awesome. Do you have any upcoming projects? The Star Trek project?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Myself and a couple of friends of mine from another fan production called Starship Farragut have partnered together, and we got ourselves a 9,000 square foot facility in Jacksonville, Florida, where we've completely rebuilt the original soundstage from Star Trek, from the original series. I mean, full on, Allie. All of it. The big bending corridor, the bridge, sick bay, transporter room, briefing room, captain's quarters, Jeffrey's too. We have it all. And we launched a new series called Star Trek Continues. Picks up right where the original series left off, immediately where it left off. And I'm getting to fulfill my childhood dream of playing Captain Kirk.
Would you like to say something in Captain Kirk's voice?
I would, but I better not. No, I don't do anything like that. There is no making fun of William Shatner, I promise you, because William Shatner is like, when I was a little boy, like Captain Kirk was my father figure. My dad wasn't around, and I just locked into Star Trek and Captain Kirk, and even now too, we actually. Mr. Shatner and I actually have the same manager. So I get booked into events a lot with him. And it's really quite an honor, as you can imagine, to sit and chat with him and have dinner and you know, share a cab ride or something. And of course the inner 10-year-old is going, "Oh!" But on the outside I'm like, yes, Bill, how interesting. You know what I mean? I'm being really cool. And he's just a wonderful man, and it's an honor to get to know him now as an adult. But this series picks right up where the original left off, and our first episode is online right now. If you haven't seen it, Allie, please go see it. It's on YouTube and Vimeo. It's called Pilgrim of Eternity, and it's actually a sequel to an original series episode, one of the more popular original series episodes. And we actually even have the guest star from the original episode 47 years ago reprising his role in our episode. We just shot our second episode last week. We'll be premiering that probably right after the new year. We just launched a Kickstarter. Well, it just ended. We launched it about a month ago and had an amazing response. I was so blown away by the generosity and the support of the fans. A couple of other quick things about it. Grant Imahara from Mythbusters plays Sulu. And oh my. And James Doohan, who played Scotty in the original series of Star Trek, his son Chris plays Scotty. He's playing his dad's role, and he's brilliant. Our first episode featured a cameo from Jamie Bamber from Battlestar Galactica. The voice of our computer is Marina Sirtis from Next Generation. We have a really, really great group of people, both production professionals on the other side of the camera and actors in front of the camera. And we want to tell more of those thought-provoking, endearing stories like the original series told. So check it out, please. We're having the time of our lives, and everyone seems to really be enjoying it.
Well, I will definitely be watching that as soon as this interview is over.
Promise.
I'm looking forward to it.
Promise.
Thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
Vic.
My pleasure. Thanks, Allie.
Thank you. And again, this is Allie with Geek Inked magazine, and stay tuned for more coverage of HalCon 2013.
They were once known as angels from the sky of heaven.